When I was a kid playing Halo 1, if there was one word I'd use to describe the game, or describe what it wasn't, it would be scary. Now, I played this game going on a power fantasy, loving every second of blowing up the Covenant all over the ring. Then you get to Mission 6, 343 Guilty Spark, and the Chief discovers the helmet and corpse of a deceased Marine after seeing some pretty shady things going through a facility on the Halo ring. He then picks up the Marine's helmet and goes through the video log.
Why do we always have to listen to this old stuff, Sarge?
Watch your mouth, son. This stuff is your history. It should remind you grunts what we're fighting to protect.
Hey, if the Covenant want to wipe out this particular part of my history, that's fine by me.
Yeah, better it than us.
You ask him real nice next time. Mendoza, move it up! Wait here for the captain and his squad, then get your ass inside.
Sir!
Okay, let's move!
Oh, this is local!
Take it!
It was at this point my terrified little self said, "What the hell was that? What were those popcorn things? Why were they flying at them? Why were they swarmed?" Then the music starts getting all creepy, things start bursting out of the walls, you see the remains of the Marines that are there, and the Flood appears. Looking back on them now, the Flood aren't a very scary enemy in the game, but when I was a kid, these things terrified me. They looked like nothing I'd seen before. Before little kid me could stop the console and run to go sleep with his parents to avoid nightmares, Halo 1 gave me the best gift of all time, the Halo 1 shotgun. Now, whereas my rifle and pistol didn't do all that much damage to the Flood, I started to realize, hey, now that I got this thing, I don't have to be scared of tight corners or being trapped in a room, because I can chew these fuckers apart. And at this point, after being so terrified for so long and having so much power come to me out of nowhere, I started to feel like nothing in the world could take me down as long as I had ammunition in this shotgun. But soon I saw the ammo counter start to go down and I realized this thing doesn't carry as much as the assault rifle. I started to feel afraid. But then, as I was going through the level, I ended up jumping onto this container and seeing I just picked up 40 rounds for the shotgun. And at this point, I wasn't afraid of a
goddamn thing.
So I pushed on throughout the level and then throughout the entire game. The rest of the time, with balls as big as the slugs firing out of this thing. At that point in my life, I had never felt so powerful or so damn confident. Sadly though, as I picked up other games, even other Halo games, the shotgun never came close to giving me that feeling. It became more of a specialty weapon, rather than something I could rely on in those deepest, darkest, most panicky moments. And then as I went on to play other games, I became disappointed at how weak some of these shotguns were, and how belittled I felt by picking up these things and expecting to have that same gratifying feeling, only to be disappointed. Of course, there have been some decent shotguns. For example, the one in Resident Evil 2 is something you could rely on. Not with the same devastating power, the same feeling of being saved like I had in Halo 1, but still much better than anything Call of Duty gave me. But that feeling of being safe and having something I can rely on had to be with the grenade launcher instead of the shotgun, so I'm not going to count it. Snake Eater had a shotgun that I could rely on, but it wasn't as crucial as it felt in Halo 1, because Snake has a variety of abilities and tools that can all do as much damage, or if not, just be more efficient than the shotgun. Far Cry worked quite similarly in the sense that The shotgun was a great tool for getting me out of a pinch, especially when I got caught, similar again to Snake Eater, but there was no fear I felt before I had it. It was just a tool that made everything easier. So while I love these shotguns, I can't give them the same status as I give the Halo 1 shotgun. So when I picked up the Halo Anniversary on Xbox 360, I realized that this shotgun was more than just a gun in the game. This was my teddy bear as a child, my feeling of security. Nothing could touch me or hurt me, even the scary ass flood when I had this in my hand. And even though other shotguns were great, they didn't add up to the level of my own personal teddy bear. That is until...
I found you! Wait, I know you.
I know this feeling, this savior calling out to me. I felt it before. Could it be a new teddy bear? The answer was, to my late high school self, yes, this is a teddy bear. And after being petrified in the Baker Mansion, once again, I was not afraid of a
Damn thing.
Resident Evil 7 was one of the most terrifying experiences in gaming I've ever gone through. That was until I picked up this shotgun. This was my new teddy bear. This was my guy. This was what I fought through everything with. And I took this game head on once again, just like my little self back in Halo 1. It had been so long since I felt that feeling of empowerment after being terrified and chased around forever. But you know what? Even though this shotgun was prettier, it was younger, it was newer, it was fresher, there's still no replacing my old school teddy bear, the Halo 1 shotgun, my sense of security. Before I go, this has been Pliskin over and out. Listen to my baby roar.